Hey there, soulmates. It's your girl, Dr. Melissa, and welcome back to Standing on Business, where it's not just business, it's personal. Today, we're diving into a topic that's not just crucial for your business, but for your entire life journey. We're going to delve into how personal growth and self-awareness can fuel your business success and help you stay aligned with your purpose. Now, let me tell you, when I first started my entrepreneurial journey, I thought it was all about the hustle. I thought if I just worked hard enough, if I just pushed myself to the limits, I would find success. But you guys, what I discovered is that true, sustainable success, the kind that fills your soul and not just your bank account, that kind, it starts from within. You see, as entrepreneurs, we are our business, our mindset, our beliefs, our habits. They all have a direct impact on our ability to thrive. You know, if we're not growing personally, if we're not continually evolving, if we're not continuously expanding our self-awareness, then I'm telling you, we are limiting our potential for business success. And I know this firsthand. There was a time in my journey where I was burning the candle at both ends, y'all. You know, I was so focused on the numbers, the external metrics of success, that I was neglecting my own health and well-being. I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't nourishing my body. I wasn't taking time to reflect and to recharge. And guess what? My body let me know very quickly that it was not happy with my decisions. And my business started to suffer because I was making decisions from a place of exhaustion and reactivity. I was reacting. Instead of being proactive, I was reacting. Instead of responding, I was reacting. I was doing all of that rather than acting with clarity and intention. I'm going to tell you, I found myself one day in my doctor's office with a very surprising diagnosis of type 2 diabetes and hypertension. And that was my wake-up call. You know, I realized that if I wanted to build a business that was truly aligned with my purpose, if I wanted to create a legacy that I could be proud of, I was going to need to invest in my own personal growth. I needed to get clear on my values, my priorities, my non-negotiables. I needed to cultivate and build practices that supported my physical, mental, and emotional well-being. I needed to become the leader. I needed to become the visionary. I needed to become the change maker that my business needed me to be. So I embarked on a journey of being radical. I got really intentional and radical about self-discovery and transformation. First, I started to build in physical practices that would help. I changed the way I ate, and I started to do the dirty E word exercise. I started being intentional about getting the rest that I needed. All of that was on the physical aspect. But I'm going to tell you guys, I also had to start working on the emotional transformation that I needed. So I started working with coaches and mentors who challenged me to dig deep, people that challenged me to confront my limiting beliefs, people that challenged me to expand my vision of what was possible. And then I started to implement daily rituals like prayer and meditation and journaling, and yes, exercise. And all of that helped to keep me grounded and centered. And then I'm going to tell you, I surrounded myself with a community of fellow growth minded entrepreneurs, people who inspired and supported me. And you know what? As I grew personally, as I started to make those transformational changes, my business grew exponentially. I found that I was able to show up more fully. I was able to make decisions from a place of alignment and intention. I was able to attract opportunities and partnerships that were a perfect fit for my mission and my purpose. You see, my personal growth fueled my business growth and vice versa. So I will tell you, if today you're feeling stuck, if you are feeling like you're spinning your wheels but not getting any traction, I'm going to invite you to pause and look within. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to ask yourself, how am I growing personally? How am I growing personally? Here's another question. How am I expanding my own self-awareness? You guys, if you know anything about me and my purpose method, the E stands for evaluate yourself, because I believe that is a critical first step to tapping into your purpose. So how are you expanding your self-awareness? Here's the last question. How am I showing up for myself so that I can show up more powerfully for my business? What does showing up for yourself look like? What is it that you need to do in order to start showing up? What is it that you need to do to start shining? And understanding that when you do that, you're able to show up more powerfully for your business. Just a few questions to ponder on. And so while you're thinking about that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to dive deeper into how and why your business growth will never exceed your personal growth. See you in a minute.
Unlock the potential of your small business with Diadem Consulting. We're your all-in-one solution, crafting effective systems, leveraging advanced technology, and providing comprehensive training. We're not just a marketing firm, we're your team, committed to propelling your growth and establishing your brand. At Diadem Consulting, we understand the value of your investment, tailoring our programs to key performance indicators. For professionalism, expertise, and efficiency, choose Diadem Consulting. Visit our website at diademconsulting.org. Discover the ultimate marketing strategy today.
Okay, so welcome back, soulmates. Now, listen, as I talked about before, the personal growth. I know that can sound like a pie in the sky concept, personal growth, right? But the truth is, personal growth is simply about the small daily choices that we make. It's about the habits that we cultivate. It's about the mindset that we adopt. It's about the actions that we take. So no pie in the sky concept. It's very simple. Let me tell you, when we talk about that, one of the most transformative practices that some people use is mindfulness. Mindfulness is simply about taking a few minutes each day to sit in stillness. It's about being able to observe your thoughts and your emotions without judgment. Mindfulness is about being able to connect with your breath. And for a lot of people, it is a game changer. A lot of my clients throughout my 3 decades in behavioral health really found mindfulness to be the key. For me, it's prayer. For me, having my daily prayer and meditation time to just connect spiritually, to go inward, to practice some gratitude, that's a game changer for me. Find your own thing. We each have different things that help to center us. For me, when I engage in my prayer time, it helps me to respond rather than to react. It helps me to lead from a place of calm and clarity. It helps me to make decisions that are aligned with my values. Another key, let's talk about another key to personal growth, and that is learning to embrace discomfort. Right? Everybody's like, no, not that. Yes, that. As entrepreneurs, we are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. That's who we are. We're constantly venturing into uncharted territory. And that can be scary. That can trigger all sorts of fears and doubts. But here's the thing, discomfort is where the magic happens. It's where you find your superpower. It's the place where we stretch. Discomfort is the place where we grow. It's where we discover capacities that we never knew we had. You see, when you feel that discomfort arise, whether it's the discomfort of taking a bold risk or having a difficult conversation or putting yourself out there in the world, when you feel that discomfort, I want you to lean into it. I want you to breathe through it. And I want you to remind yourself that discomfort is not danger. Discomfort is an invitation to expand. And you know my mantra, discomfort is evidence that you're playing big, that you're showing up for you. Now, you're going to hear me say this all the time. Perhaps most importantly, here's the thing about personal growth. You need to surround yourself with people who are committed to their own growth. You will hear me say that time and time again. And the reason why I say that is because it took me years to figure that out. I was constantly finding myself in circles where they need me but couldn't feed me. And so being intentional about getting into circles of individuals who are also committed to doing the same things that you're doing, it's invaluable, right? Jim Rohn famously said that we are the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. Take a moment. Take a moment. Sit with that for just a moment. And I want you to think about the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Said another way, some people say that your net worth is equivalent to your net work, right? So even when you think about that, and let me just give you this caveat, net worth is not always quantified by money. If the 5 people that you spend the most time with are your children, your nuclear family, then the net worth that you're getting is family, love, joy, harmony, connection, all of those things. But I want you to think about the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And then I want you to make sure that those people are lifting you up. Those people are inspiring you. Those people are challenging you to be your best self. And then I want you to really lean in and cultivate relationships with those individuals that you know feed you and don't just need you. I want you to cultivate relationships with mentors, with collaborators, and with friends who see your potential and who are invested in your success. I heard something today that stuck with me, and it said, are you dealing with intercessors or interceptors? And there is a difference. If you have people in your life that are intercessors, these are people that are standing in the gap for you. These are people that are holding space for you. But if you're dealing with interceptors, these are people that they're standing in the gap is for a whole different reason. It is not to hold space. It is to block. It is to prevent you from moving forward. So you got to be really intentional about determining who's in your circle. Because here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing. When you commit to your own growth, you create that ripple effect that I talk about. Your growth will inspire others to grow. Your own self-awareness creates space for that authentic connection. It's your alignment with your purpose that attracts others who share your purpose and your mission. Because you become a beacon, you become a light, you become a catalyst for positive change in your business, and most importantly, in the world. Okay, so now it's time for our Q&A segment. This is where I get to connect with you directly and answer your burning questions about personal growth and entrepreneurship. And so as always, you guys showed up and sent us questions. And so I am going to go to our first question, which is from Sarah in New York. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for writing in. So Sarah writes, I know personal growth is important, but I am already so busy with my business. How do I find time for it? Yeah, Sarah. I hear you. And what I'm going to say is we all have the same amount of time. We're all given, everyone on this planet, we're given the same amount of time. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to venture off. My husband says this. He says, we can't manage time because time is fixed. Time is what it is. All we can do is manage ourselves within the confines of the time that we're given. So, shout out to my husband for that. Let me tell you, as entrepreneurs, time is often the thing that feels like our most scarce resource, right? But Sarah, here's the thing. Personal growth is not a luxury. It's a necessity because it is the foundation upon which your business is built. So let me give you a few suggestions. First, start small. Just carve out 15 to 30 minutes a day for practices that will nourish you. And that's whether or not you're going to read an inspiring book or do some exercise or yoga, or one of my favorites, write in a journal. I want you, Sarah, to put it on your calendar like you would any other important meeting. And then I want you to protect that time fiercely because I promise you, the moment you put it on your calendar, life will be lifing. Everything will happen that will come and try to rob you of that time and to tell you that that time is not as significant as something else on your calendar. But I want you to protect that time. And then I want you to notice how even that small investment, 15 to 30 minutes, starts to shift your energy, your focus, and your clarity. Then what you're going to find is as you start to experience the benefits of that time, now I want you to expand your commitment because we're not staying at just 15 to 30 minutes, Sarah. I want you to expand your commitment to personal growth. And maybe that is maybe attending a personal growth workshop or a retreat. I'm going to tell you there's some benefits to that. Maybe it's in hiring a coach to support you. Maybe it's in building regular sabbaticals to recharge and reflect. I'm going to tell you guys something that I have done over the years, and it's been so beneficial. I'm blessed to live on the coast. And so I will book a hotel for a weekend on the ocean front by myself. And the full intention of that time is to recharge, review, and reflect. It's my time to go inward. It's my time to look over the course of the quarter or the year and ask myself what's worked, what hasn't worked. What commitments did I make to myself that I upheld? What things did I slack off on? Am I going in the direction that I want to, or do I need to make a pivot? And so taking that time is so important because here's the thing. The key is to make personal growth a non-negotiable priority, just like you would your business goals. Okay? I hope that helped. All right, so our next question is from Michelle in Richmond. All right, Richmond. And Michelle asks, how do I know what areas of personal growth to focus on? There's so much I could work on. You, me, and everybody else. Michelle, that's a great question. Here's the thing. The whole concept of personal growth is vast, and it can be overwhelming where to start. So here's my advice. Always begin with self-awareness, self-evaluation. I want you to take an honest look at your strengths and your challenges, at your patterns and your blind spots. I want you to ask yourself, what is holding you back? Where do you feel the most resistance? Where do you feel the most fear? Because these are the areas that are ripe for growth. Believe it or not, you can also look to your business for clues. Where are you experiencing the most friction or frustration in your business? What skills or qualities would help you to navigate those challenges more effectively? Because listen, your business is often a mirror reflecting back to you the areas where you have the most room to grow and evolve. And here's one of the most important things I can say to you, Michelle. Personal growth is a journey, not a destination. You don't have to tackle everything at once. You don't have to tackle everything at once. Let me say that louder for the people in the back, okay? Trust that as you grow in one area, it will naturally illuminate the next step on your path that you need to take. Oh, I think we got time for one more question. Okay, and this comes from Lisa in North Carolina. Lisa writes, I'm afraid that if I focus on my own growth, I'll be seen as selfish or self-centered. How do I reconcile that with being of service through my business? Ooh, those of us that serve others, you are not alone. I'm so glad that you brought that up, Lisa. You know, there's a myth in our culture, and particularly with women, that if we focus on ourselves, it's selfish. But the truth is, self-care is a prerequisite for truly being of service. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give what you do not have. In my purpose method, I call that prioritize fulfillment. You need to be full before you can feel anything or anyone else. You see, when you invest, Lisa, in your own growth, when you fill yourself up physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you have so much more to offer. You're able to show up as a better leader, a better innovator, a better collaborator. Your self-awareness will allow you to connect more authentically. It will allow you to create from a place of abundance, not lack or scarcity. It will allow you to inspire others because you are an embodied example. So that's far from being selfish. Lisa, your commitment to your personal growth is actually one of the most generous things you can do. It's the most generous thing you can do for yourself, for your business, and for the world. It is an act of saying yes to your fullest potential and your deepest impact. So when you give yourself permission to prioritize fulfillment, prioritize your growth, guilt-free, I want you to know that you grow and evolve, you expand. And as you do that, you align everyone else around you and they're able to benefit from that alignment. You see, your personal growth is not separate from your service. It's an essential part of your service. So, Lisa, I hope that helped. I got on my soapbox just a little bit. I'm sorry. Whew, wow, you guys, what a rich and powerful conversation we've had today. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this. Your personal growth is the key to your business growth. Stop trying to grow your business without growing yourself. Because as you evolve, as you expand yourself, as you align with your purpose, you will create a foundation for success that is unshakable. So, start today, not tomorrow, today. I want you to choose one small action that you can take today to invest in your growth. Whether it's a 10-minute meditation, a chapter of an inspiring book, or a conversation with a mentor. And by the way, if you're looking for an inspiring book, you might want to read mine. It was necessary. Shameless plug. But I want you to trust that as you commit to your own evolution, your own growth, your business will evolve right along with you. Amen. So, you guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to Standing on Business with Dr. Melissa. I hope today's discussion has ignited a fire within you to embrace your authenticity, to prioritize your growth, and to infuse your business with purpose. Now, if you want more information about me, and if you're ready to take your business to the next level and align it with your purpose, I want to invite you to join our free community, the My Soul Purpose community. There, you will have the opportunity to connect with like-minded entrepreneurs. You have the ability to gain clarity on your purpose and develop a roadmap for aligning your business with your authentic self. The community is free. So, to learn more and to secure your spot in the community, you can join us at community.purposeprofitess.com. I cannot wait to support you there. Okay, soulmates, so join me next week as we dive deeper into the strategies and mindset shifts needed to build a purpose-driven business. I want you to remember that you are purposeful and you are powerful. It's not a cliche. I actually believe in you. And I cannot wait to see the incredible things that you are going to achieve. So, until next time, my soulmates, keep standing up, keep standing out, and keep standing on business. Bye for now.